Hi, welcome to Killing Whisky History, Episode 2. My name is Michael, and I'm going to be your facial hair. Ambassador didn't get its start until 1931 with the company called Taylor and Ferguson Limited. Taylor and Ferguson Limited was absorbed by the Bloch brothers after World War II. The Bloch brothers actually tried to reopen Glengyle Distillery at some point after World War II, but were unsuccessful at it. Today, Springbank Distillery runs Glengyle Distillery and produces the Kilkerran brand of single malt. Now, the Bloch brothers sold their company to Hiram Walker and Sons in 1954. Hiram Walker and Sons later became part of Allied Domecq, which is now part of Pernod Ricard. So Ambassador, the blend itself, followed those steps all the way down until they were owned by Pernod Ricard, and the brand itself was stopped in 2011. So there is no current Ambassador blend. Ambassador used to make 8-year-old, 12-year-old. There was a 25-year-old they made for a little while. This is an NAS. This does not, I believe, does not have an age statement on it. Ambassador was marketed as the world's lightest scotch somewhere around the 1970s and 1980s, when that was a really popular marketing hook for Americans. So let's talk about when this whiskey was bottled. You'll see right here it says 86 proof. Today it would say 43% ABV, or alcohol by volume. The proof listing stopped in 1990, so this whiskey would be from before 1990. And in two places right here, you'll see 1 quart and a big stamp here of 1 quart. That establishes that it's from before 1980. They started using milliliters as opposed to quarts and pints. So this is from before 1980. The next step would be to look at the bottom of the bottle. The bottom of the bottle doesn't have any date information. So let's go to the tax stamp. You see right here where it says U.S. Internal Revenue, that started to say Bureau of ATF in 1977. So it's before 1977. So let's say it's 1976 or earlier. The second hint, see these little spirally flower looking things here and here. Now, before 1973, those used to actually have measurements on it. It would actually say the measurement of the bottle. That ended, in 1973. So this bottle is from between 1973 and 1976. The fill level is not bad. If it was down here, like around below the neck, there would be a lot of evaporation going on. But the fill level is still in the neck. The other really good news is that it is a screw top, which means I don't have to deal with broken corks. There it is. Give myself a very generous pour from this generously sized bottle. What I found with dusty old blends is they can be a little funky when you first open them up. All this time, the genie's been trapped in a bottle, in this case for over 40 years. It could be a bit funky, so let's see here. It's not funky. It does have a bit of the musty odor to it that I do like. It is light, as it brags about it being Scotch at its lightest. It's almost like Canadian blend or very light Canadian rye, loaded with vanilla cookie notes. A little bit of caramel candy. It smells a lot like a long-aged or moderately long-aged grain whiskey. So what we've got on the nose is vanilla, caramel, a lot of floral notes, berry-flavored candy, maybe a hint of milk chocolate, but that is it. What was absent in the nose is sort of present here, and that is raisins. There's quite a raisiny note. There may have been a sherry cask or two, a good sherry cask or two hidden in here. Like the nose, the palate is pretty simple too. For 43% after all these years, it still has that alcohol oomph to it. It has some of that vanilla, and it doesn't have very much else. Maybe a little bit of sugar. There's no peat to it. There's no medicinal note. There's no smoke. There's no mossiness. It's very basic, which again, I'm wondering if the lightness is due to a large quantity of grain whiskey that imparts very little character except what it pulls from the cask. This is not disagreeable at all. In fact, it is very drinkable. There is a little bit of tannic stuff going on in the finish. There's a little bit of okay bitterness and a little bit of tart citrus. Even after, whatever, is it 5 minutes in the glass, it's not really opening up. It's sort of staying where it is. Sounds like my time is up. Thank you, and Salon Java.